Do you know? The theoretical basis of the artificial sun. You must know. Nuclear fusion, also known as fusion reaction, is a form of nuclear reaction that combines two lighter nuclei to form a heavier nucleus and a very light nucleus, or particle. Two lighter nuclei produce mass loss during the fusion process and release huge energy. When fusion occurs, the two light nuclei repel each other because they are both positively charged. However, two nuclei with sufficiently high energy meet head-on. They can be gathered together so tightly that the nuclear force can overcome the Coulomb repulsion and cause a nuclear reaction. This reaction is called nuclear fusion. In 1920, Arthur Eddington proposed that hydrogen-helium fusion may be the main source of stellar energy. In the next few decades, scientists proved that the Sun is a remarkable example. The core of the Sun has been undergoing a continuous nuclear fusion process. Hydrogen nuclei continue to collide with each other under high temperature and pressure to fuse into heavier helium atoms. The Sun fuses 620 million tons of hydrogen per second and produces 616 million tons of helium. Energy is produced by fusion of hydrogen nuclei into helium, and the mass loss in the process brings about huge energy release. This energy also becomes the source of the Sun's continuous glow and heat. This is also the reason why the current nuclear fusion test will be called the creation of an artificial sun. A huge amount of energy is contained in the nucleus. According to Einstein's mass-energy equation E=mc², the change in the net mass of the nucleus, the difference between the mass of the reactant and the product, causes the release of energy. If it is a change from a heavy nucleus to a light nucleus, it is called nuclear fission, such as an atomic bomb explosion. If it is a change from a lighter nucleus to a heavier nucleus, it is called nuclear fusion, such as the energy source of a star that continuously glows and generates heat. Said that this nuclear reaction will end in iron, because its nucleus is the most stable. In the early 1940s, as part of the Manhattan Project, nuclear fusion for military purposes began to be studied. It was first conducted on November 1, 1952 in the Ivy hydrogen thermonuclear bomb test. It can be said that the product of the earliest artificial nuclear fusion technology is the hydrogen bomb. Since the 1950s, the idea of imitating the thermal fusion of the stellar core as a source of energy on the Earth has always existed, but how to achieve it is far more difficult than imagined. It has cost many years to find materials suitable for the fusion reaction and understand the chaotic thermoplasmic behavior. What kind of device should the artificial sun on the Earth put in is also a big question, and Tokamak is the best answer that scientists have found so far. In 1968, the Kurchatov Institute of the Soviet Union released the data of the Tokamak magnetic confinement fusion device. Because the results obtained by Tokamak were nearly 10 times better than all the designs at that time, countries almost abandoned the original design overnight. The design was turned into the arms of Tokamak. Since 2007, the world's largest artificial sun, ITER, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, built by the 7 major economies, is currently the world's largest experimental Tokamak nuclear fusion reactor under construction. It is adjacent to the south of France, Cadarache. The nuclear fusion equipment mainly generates plasma through ultra-high temperature and ultra-high pressure, and it does everything possible to make atomic nuclei polymerize with each other. The Tokamak device is like a vacuum donut device, in which hydrogen atoms are injected, and the atoms are heated in various ways to generate electricity. The plasma is compressed with superconducting magnets, and scientists are currently working hard to increase the plasma temperature and duration. In 2021, the experimental Advanced Superconducting Tokamak east, of the Hefei Institute of Material Science of China successfully set a world record of 120 million operation for 101 seconds.
For more updates, subscribe to our channel, click the show links and enjoy watching the videos.